Hey YouTubers, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on these social media platforms. Enjoy the video. That's right guys, today we're going to be talking about Broly in the new upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie and whether or not Broly himself is going to be a pacifist type of character. Think about it as, is Broly going to be at least a little bit connected to what Gohan is, or what we perceive as a community that Gohan is, that even though he's very strong, we all want to see him fight in every given situation, he's the type of person who would rather stay out of the conflict. And this really came up between me and Kanji. He kind of brought it up later on in a recent video that we did, so I just wanted to expand upon it a little bit more and hear directly what y'all think in the comment section below about this specific topic. So with that being said, I believe that Broly has a good chance of dying in this movie. Not because I want Broly to die. I think that he has a lot of marketing potential. It does seem pretty weird that he's going to be brought back just simply to die in this movie, and then we don't really get to explore him anymore. Or maybe they'll bring him back through the wish, or whatever, whatever it actually might be. But I do believe Broly's going to die. He's going to be so incredibly powerful that there's no other option than to take him down, to neuter him, because he cannot control his power. He's not like Kale. He can't figure out how to control it. He has no emotional attachment to anyone that's going to be living by the end of this movie, because I do think that Paragus is going to die. I think Frieza is going to kill Paragus, but Broly is just going to lose it. He's going to turn into the legendary Super Saiyan form. Goku and Vegeta are going to have to work together in order to take him down, and they have no other option but to kill him. If he's going to come back to life, because we know that the Dragon Balls are going to be used in this movie, is it possible that through the movie, through Paragus, through Frieza, even through Broly himself, maybe getting some semblance of himself during the fight and stopping himself from fighting Goku and Vegeta here and there, that they realize that he actually is a good person, so they use the Dragon Balls that Frieza, Paragus, whoever is looking for them, maybe it's Bulma, and they wish him back, and that's how he just simply gets up, kind of says his piece, but he has control of himself. He figures that he'll have control of himself and he's going to stay out of everything, and he just literally just leaves off of Frieza's ship and leaves everyone, and we're going to see him later down the line in another movie, or maybe another manga series or an anime series, however they're going to continue Dragon Ball Super. That's possible. I think just because this is a Dragon Ball movie, we have to really prepare ourselves for the fact that the antagonistic force is going to die, because there's not enough time to explore these characters and to give us enough sympathy for these characters to allow them to be brought back. The only reason Broly was brought back a couple times and Cooler was brought back that one time is because they were very popular and they had to figure out reasons to bring them back in a nice and interesting way. I mean, you can say what you want about the Broly coming back. Oh, that wasn't interesting. That wasn't actually creative. I do think the Big Getty Star, though, is pretty creative in bringing back Cooler, but that's besides the point. The reason that this is an interesting topic is because if Broly is going to be a marketing machine for them, if he's going to be something that they want to explore later down the line, and heck, maybe even somewhere after the 10-year time skip, we have Broly becoming friends and cohorts of Goku, Vegeta, and the rest of the Z fighters, that would be kind of cool. I mean, I would actually be super into that, because Broly is himself an interesting character, but we need to give him some sympathetic traits. And what if it's simply because he's a pacifist? Whether he was sent away because he has a birth defect, as I talked about, or whether he was so powerful that they were fearful of it and his destructive capabilities. First of all, if he was sent away because of his destructive capabilities and he had to raise himself, at least from a really young age, before Paragus was able to find him, or maybe Paragus did find him and has been controlling him ever since, but Broly himself is a pacifist despite his power, that's actually kind of a cool character narrative for him, that he doesn't want to fight, but Paragus has this device in him, using him as kind of his bulldog, making him do things that he doesn't want to do, simply because he knows that Broly can get much stronger if he decides to Zenkai, or maybe, just simply he sees the potential in his son. So that's what he's been doing his entire life, forcing Broly to do all these things that he doesn't want to do, including fighting Goku and Vegeta and everything else like that, until the point during that fight where he either loses Paragus or something else snaps him and he loses control for good, and there's no other way to stop him than to actually just take him down. But guys, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Broly should be a pacifist? Do you think he shouldn't want to fight or kill anything? Because I mean, what more could you do with his character if he's simply too strong and kind of a maniac psychopath who just simply can only remember Goku's name and goes after Goku at every given turn, that's not going to be interesting, and that's not the Broly that can continue the series in a really interesting way. We need someone we can gravitate towards, someone who probably doesn't want to fight in every moment, but has to fight when it's necessary, and maybe even you can't push this guy enough because he might simply just lose control and go after you. What are your thoughts on this, guys? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. And hey, you know, if you're so inclined, you want to talk Dragon Ball, then go follow me on Twitter. I am always on there. It's so much easier to talk on Twitter than it is on YouTube. I mean, trust me, YouTube doesn't always tell me who's commenting at once, so maybe I'll look away and then people will really pile up in a video and it gets really out of hand. So guys, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. It's been real.